Do you sometimes feel stressed, overwhelmed, or like your mind is going too fast? Then this video is for you because I'm going to share three simple steps or three things that you can do today to feel better. So, the first thing that you can do is start paying attention to your mind. What is coming on in here, all right? What is happening here? Because our mind is like a garden. So, you can choose what seeds to grow, what plants and flowers will come. So this is not a simple thing to do at the beginning, but then you will realize that it is easier and easier to pay attention to our garden, and then you can improve your thoughts, and then you will improve how you feel, and your whole life will be better because you will be more centered and focused on the things that you want to achieve, on the things that you want to enjoy. And then you are going to feel less stressed and less burnt out. So, how do we pay attention to what we think? The first thing is that you need to write or just pay attention in your mind to what you have here. So let's go inside the garden of our mind and start paying attention and seeing clearly the flowers that we have there or the plants. So do you have plants or flowers of gratitude, or do you have seeds or plants of complaint or negativeness or different things that make you feel like you're having a good life? Because sometimes we just put the emphasis or the focus on the wrong things of our lives. But if you pay attention to the good things and just being grateful for what you have, just choosing thoughts of kindness, of love, and saying, okay, I have a good job, I have a family, I have a place to stay, I have food today for myself, I can walk, I just woke up, all right? So I am alive. So you have many things to be grateful for. So my recommendation is that you choose gratitude thoughts instead of complaint thoughts. And then you can separate which thoughts are mainly for making you feel worse, because sometimes we have like an enemy here. And if you had someone who is behind you all day long, every day, just saying wrong things to you, bad things like, oh, you're so stupid, you're not intelligent, or you're so mean, or you're so imperfect, that is going to make you feel worse. So that is the thing that you sometimes have in your mind, and that's why we may feel anxious or with lack of breathing, or we just feel sad, or that our life is a complete mess. But it is just the thoughts that you let it in, like the seeds and the flowers are growing here. So we just need to start paying attention and just take out all the things, all the flowers or plants that you do not want here. All right. So the the second thing that I want to share with you is that we can choose the attitude that we choose for starting our mornings, and that will set the mood for the whole day. So you can wake up tomorrow and say thank you God for life, thank you God because I'm awake, thank you because I have a place to stay, thank you because I have family, thank you because I have friends, or because I can walk. All right, so you just choose just a few things to be grateful for, and just feel that gratitude. And you know that will start to change your life, because if we change how we think, how we feel, then your life will be better and you will improve your life in no time. So maybe things will not change. Maybe you will not have more money right away, or you will not find the right partner or the right spouse, or your life will not be just amazing at the beginning, but you will feel amazing, and that would change everything. So, and the second thing that I want to share with you is that you can start practicing conscious breathing. And I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's just a beautiful thing to do. It's just a beautiful habit that I choose to do every single day, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, or a Saturday or Sunday. And if you don't know how to do it, you can just set a clock or a timer for 3 5 minutes if it's the first time that you're practicing it. and you just put natural sounds like that come from nature, or you can just put some nice music or just nothing at all and just enjoy silence. And then you're gonna sit down straight. I choose to sit on the floor because I feel more connected or more grounded, but you can do it whatever you want. So you just sit down, we put back straight, and we just set apart this time to connect with ourselves and with our mind and with our feeling. So you're just gonna let all the thoughts go by, okay? You just let them pass, just like a train that comes to different stations and all the passengers come and you just let them go. All right, that's going to be our attitude with the thoughts that we may have. All right, and you're just going to concentrate on your breathing. So we just breathe in and out, just slowly, and being conscious as paying attention to the air coming in and just moving through our body and going out. So that simple habit of practicing this conscious breathing for 3, 5, or 10 minutes when you have the practice throughout a few weeks will make you feel more connected with yourself, with your mind, and with your emotions. So this is a very nice thing that you can do, and that will surely change your everyday life. So what I want to share with you on the third time, sorry, the third thing that I want to share with you is that we need to replace the thoughts that we do not want to have anymore. So you have to write down. You can either write down in a notebook, just writing down, or the ideas that you find in your mind, like the plants or the flowers that you see in the garden of your mind throughout your day. So you're going to be very careful with what thoughts come in and what makes you feel anxious or disconnected from yourself or from your purpose of life. So at the beginning, maybe this will be a little bit difficult, but then you will see that then it's very easy to be more connected with yourself. So you just write down, for example, I'm worried about my family, or I'm anxious about this thing that I have to do, about my work, my job, or I'm stressed, or you can just start writing down what comes to your mind and how you feel about it. All right, so we're gonna separate in two groups. There are thoughts that come into our mind, and those thoughts make us feel anxious or worried. But these are things that are just, I say, like imaginary things. Like maybe you're anxious if something wrong will happen tomorrow, or if one of your family members or a friend will have an accident, and that is something that we cannot control. So we are gonna separate those thoughts here. We're gonna just say, okay, I have this. We just be conscious of what we think there, and there then are other groups of thoughts, which are things that we can actually do or change. For example, if you're worried about that exam that you have to do, or about that work project that you have to present, then you're going also to write it down, and then you're going to be okay. You're going to say, what can I do to improve those results? Okay, so if it's an exam, all right, I'm going to set a clock or a timer and study for the next hour, for the next hour and a half, or I'm just gonna be working with this project. All right, so these are things that we can actually do or change. All right, so these are just simple things that will help you feel more relaxed in life. And then if you are more relaxed, you can be more connected with yourself, and that will translate into a better health in your whole body and mind. All right, because you have to bear in mind that no one that is full of the wrong thoughts in the mind can achieve their goals or purpose in life. You're gonna feel anxious and disconnected from yourself if you keep those bad thoughts inside your mind. Okay, so we're gonna start doing this cleansing of the garden of our mind. So I hope that you find this useful, and I just want to share with you the third step or habit that really helps me. And this is that we need to start replacing the thoughts that we do not want anymore in our lives. So if I have a lot of these negative thoughts about things that I cannot do or change, then I'm just going to choose other thoughts of gratitude. All right, so I'm going to say, thank you for my health. And we just put it here, all right? We just plant the seed of our mind, in our mind. So thank you for my health. Thank you because I'm awake. Thank you because I'm alive. Thank you because I live in this country. So you're just being thankful for anything that comes to your mind and just feeling the gratitude and just making it part of your life, of your everyday thoughts. It's gonna make a great change and a great impact in your life. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you next time.